What's up, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here. I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be doing the Western Conference. It's a part of our NHL Divisional Season Preview Series. 4 days in a row, 4 previews for every division. So, yeah, if you guys haven't seen the ones from the East of the Atlantic and the Metro, sorry about that, I'm sick, I'm trying to get over it. Go check those out. I'm going to be talking about the Central Division today. The Central is going to be a super competitive division, just like it always has been, with these teams that seem to get better every year. Obviously, the Blackhawks are always dominant, even though they were wiped out in the first round this year. You got the Blues, the Preds, the Wild, the Stars, the Avalanche, you know, they could get better, and the Jets. So, like I said, Hawks, Avalanche, Stars, Wild, Preds, Blues, and Jets. This is going to be a fun division to watch again. So, right away, I think the Blackhawks are probably going to sit around the same. They're probably going to go from anywhere from 102 to 110 points. They're the Blackhawks. They're always going to be good. They've made some big moves. They got rid of Panarin to get Saad back, and I believe they got Sharp back on a pretty cheap deal, under $1 million. So they're just trying to bring back the team. I guess they're trying to get the boys back together. We'll see if the Saad trade works out. I'm actually kind of happy. I liked Saad in Chicago, even though I like Panarin, and I think he's going to do really good for the Jackets. Yeah, I expect the Blackhawks to be around the top again. The Predators are my pick to win the division. I think that their defensive depth is just king over everything else. Their forward depth has taken a bit of a hit, but not too much. I think they're going to be a pretty good team this year, and maybe they're still in on Duchesne. I don't know. He could be traded by the time you're watching this video, so forget that comment if he's been traded already. But the Stars are going to be a team that really pick it up this season. The Stars obviously made a lot of moves this offseason. Getting a #1 goalie who I think could still kind of get the job done. That's obviously something they needed to do. They got some more forward depth. Of course, getting a guy like Radulov is always good. So I'm very excited to see them this season. The Wild, I think they're going to take a little bit of a hit, but not by too much. I think they still have a chance at cracking 100 points, but I think just with the talent in this division now, it's going to kind of knock them down another tier, which sounds a little weird, but the Blues are going to still, you know, get to the playoffs in my opinion, but I don't know how. This is a very tough division now, and they're going to have to take another step. They lost Fabry towards the end of the season, and he was putting up some good points for them too. So that can affect them this year if he has a full good season and produces like he was before he got injured. And of course, Tarasenko. The team is deep. The Blues have a deep team. The Jets are going to get good this year, I think. They're going to get better this year. Not by how much, I don't know. Line A did a great job. Scheifele, Wheeler, they have Ehlers. Again, I could be saying that wrong, but this is a good team, and we're gonna have to see if Mason can hold on to the #1 spot, because goaltending is gonna make or break them, I think, because they have enough forward depth and defensive depth, in my opinion, to be a good team and a team to watch this season. The Avalanche, I feel really bad, because I think they're going to be terrible again this season. They're going through a lot right now. What's Sakic doing? They just need to get rid of Duchesne, trade him. In my opinion, though, like, I'm not talking smack about Duchesne, but this is just carrying on too long now. Just trade him already. If you're going to, you're just making your fans suffer. The longer you wait, I think the less this deal is likely to get you back a big return. Unless you wait until the deadline and make a huge deadline move and trade him away, then that's when teams are a little desperate. But right now, I don't think any teams are desperate to get Duchesne. In the offseason, I think it would have been a little better, because now teams are into their training camp and implementing Duchesne right now. I know it's still a little early, but teams are already starting to get their feet in gel a little bit. So I feel like that move had to be done in the offseason, or it has to be done at the deadline. But we'll see what happens there. The Avalanche are going to be at the bottom of the division. I don't think that's any sort of surprise. But other than that, this is a very, very competitive division. The Stars at 79 points are going to jump quite a lot. The Wild, like I said, could get a little worse, which I'm not saying they're going to just completely crap out. They're going to I think they're going to take a little bit of a hit. The Preds, I expect to break 100 points. The Jets, this is why the Jets, teams like the Jets and the Blues, I feel like are in tough, even though they're good teams. I feel like just everybody else is getting better too, and it could knock them down a little bit. The Jets are still building, and I think they still have work to do, so I don't think they're too worried. Obviously, they want to make the playoffs, but I don't think they're too worried if they do have a really competitive season. They just can't get to that next high level that all these other teams are pretty much doing besides the Avalanche, really. Because every team is getting better and every team has so much depth in the Central Division. So let me know what you guys think. This is the first one from the West. If you want to go check out the two in the East for the Metro and the Atlantic, please go do that. I want to hear what you guys think. I always open the floor for you guys to comment on these videos. And if you're new, please subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have more hockey conversations with you. And I said it in one of my other videos that I made. This channel is going to go just so much content in the winter and coming up now in the fall, because this hockey season I've got a bunch of plans, lots of live streams. It's going to be a lot of fun, lots of stuff with the Audi Sports cast and Ryan Farwell. It's gonna be crazy, and just make sure you subscribe. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So let me know what you guys think. I just kicked the camera by accident, the tripod, so if it shook, that's why. Leave your comments below. Like I said, if you're new, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Go support other YouTubers. Peace.